Alright, we are back live, and as you can see today we have kind of a different stream, at least at the start. We are ranking the top tier MBTs in a tier list, S rank to E rank. I've picked 2 MBTs from every nation, so what do you mean type 60, Night Dog? We don't have the type 60 in here. But yeah, I picked 2 MBTs from every nation, the top 2 in my opinion, and we're ranking them best to worst. And I think the best idea is if we start with one S tier contender, like total S tier where it's completely obvious, and one E tier contender, so you know we have an upper and a lower limit. And hey Loudwood, welcome. Hey Dumb Dog, welcome. And welcome to everyone else too. Obviously you guys can disagree with me. We have to do this together. We have to make the list together. I would pick the T80BVM as our S tier contender. You know, the first S tier tank. I don't think there's a lot to discuss there because it is simply one of the most used tanks because it's so good. You know, you have really good armor, you have a decent round, you have really good mobility, and I just think it's overall a really good tank. What are MBTs? Main battle tanks. Gun depression. Yeah, gun depression is the only downside of this tank. I'm just thinking if a tank only has one downside, that can make it S tier. I don't think it should be A tier. It is, in my opinion, probably the strongest MBT, together maybe with the 1-2s, but we can discuss this. The depression is non-existent though. And reverse gear. The T80BVM actually has a better reverse gear than the T72s and stuff, so it gets an upgraded reverse gear. Gun depression may be the only downside, but it's a huge one. I agree with you, but like I've played it a lot, and most War Thunder maps are quite flat. Like especially when you look at all these city maps, they're usually like, you know, flat. You don't need a lot of depression there. I don't know if I would put the T80BVM at an A tier. Like it's the only downside of the tank. Everything else is insane. Mobility wise, it's probably the best tank. Or second best if you look at the ZTZ99A maybe. Let's agree to disagree. We can also shuffle stuff around later. Okay, F tier. No, F tier. We don't have F tier. Let's go E tier. T72 Moderna on the list. No, we have 2 tanks from every nation. So E tier, I would probably pick the original Ariete. Simply because it's not particularly maneuverable. It doesn't have a lot of armor. I mean, it doesn't have any armor. The lower front plate is 70mm, so like everyone can. Oh wait, Mighty Quinn, thanks for the gifted subs, man, and welcome to the stream. Hey, even Doa got one. But thank you, man, and welcome. I hope you'll be joining us today when we rank all these funny MBTs. So back to topic. I would say the Ariete is definitely the E tier tank. Is anybody here disagreeing with me? Because, you know, we can still disagree and, you know, I change things around. Lucky you guys. Yeah, I think the memberships are given out by how much someone watches the stream. So if somebody has been watching for months every stream, his chance of getting a gifted membership is higher than somebody who just joined like yesterday or something. So that's how that works. Wait, let me open the chat here. Yeah, that's good. And I want to see all messages. Good. Okay, so back to topic. I think the Ariete, the original Ariete, is definitely an E tier tank. It has no armor. The extra turret armor that you get as a modification kind of helps, but it only against like lower tier missiles. Like everything at its own BR will just low pen it at every point. I've also opened up War Thunder just to show you what I mean. Give me a second here. Yes, see, we switched over to War Thunder. This is the Ariete AMW. We don't want that. I'm talking about this Ariete here. And I think the biggest downsides are the armor, which is a very big downside. Okay, so let's look at. Actually, we can stay here. The M53 at 500 meters. There is really no point where you are protected. And now I want to show you what I mean when I say this is really the worst tank. We go to Germany, rank 2. What do we take? Panzer 4G? Panzer 4G at 500 meters. Let's get closer. Let's get 100 meters. A Panzer 4G. And I assure you, this will nuke the tank. It's actually so sad. You should, if you have a Panzer 4 and you're facing Ariete, you shouldn't shoot the driver because he will eat all the spawning. Shoot here. This ammo rack will be mostly empty, so your spall will just hit the other ammo rack and all the people in the turret. So yeah, that's why I'm saying this tank has a lot of issues. Let's go back to the list here. Okay, so E tier. We have an upper limit, we have a lower limit. I think we're good here. Sick camo. Yeah, it's the esports camo. It was a couple bucks, but like, I like to play my Italian tanks. What do we start with next? Do we just rank one tank from each nation first? I think that's a good way to go. Right? Do AMV yet next? Oh, but AMV is also so sad. Okay. No, let's just do one tank from every nation first, and then I'm gonna do the AMV. So let's just start at the top here. This is the Challenger 2E. It's basically Challenger 2, but with an upgraded engine, which I think is pretty decent. You know, it fixes some issues of the Challenger 2 tank, which is, you know, mainly the mobility, because the mobility is really, really terrible. So, what do you guys think about a B tier? I know it has some issues. The upper front plate can still, the lower front plate can still be penned, but like the turret is really fake. You have an okay-ish round. You have decent thermals, and you have that upgraded engine that, you know, puts you ahead of other Challenger tanks. Fair? Okay. Okay, good that we agree. Why does E even exist? Isn't it S, A, B, C, D, F? I'm sorry, I just pulled that list off the internet. That's just a PNG I pulled off the internet. Maybe I should have done that myself in Photoshop or something. I think, wait, give me a second here, wait. We'll just do something funny. Where is my... Yes? Okay, we will paint the thing. Yes? And... I just need to get the color right. See? It's gone. No more E. And then we go... F. And I make it in a really, really big manner. Is that better? Okay, so the Ariete just got down tiered to F tier. Okay, so Challenger E at B tier. Let's go down. ZTZ 99A. In my opinion, it plays very similarly to how you would play the TADB VM, and has very similar armor. The only downside, really, in my opinion, is that you have a much bigger lower front plate and a pretty weak, what's it called? Gun breach, which will, you know, make people shoot out your gun breach all the time. Like, that was my main complaint when I was playing China, that people always shoot out my gun breach. So I would put it at A tier. It is really, really mobile. It's B tier? Why B tier, guys? I need some opinions here. It plays basically the same as the BVM, but has a pretty big lower front plate weak spot. But it also has laser warning systems. And it gets a really good reverse. Guys, don't forget the reverse speed of that thing. Here, give me a second. Let's look at it in game, you know. If we are not sure about something, we'll just look at it in game. We go here, China ZTZ99A. Test drive. Actually, no, let's go into customization first. Just to show you what I mean here. The reverse gear is actually really good. 34 kilometers per hour, and you will reach that fast. The depression is lacking less horsepower than BV. It has 1500 horsepower. It has more horsepower than the BVM, but it also weighs more. But I can here. Let's go into the test drive. Also, another good thing, it has a proxy fuse round. You will not oftentimes use it, but like turret rotation is slow. No, look at this turret rotation. It's actually really good. The gun depression and like, you know, making the gun go up and down is kind of not too fast. But look, we're already going 50. And it's actually a really fast tank. It's not like the original ZTZ99s. It's actually a completely different tank in my opinion. Another reverse gear instantly at 34 kilometers per hour. Another good upside is definitely the proxy fuse rounds. Have helped me quite a bit. You have a laser warning system. And one cool thing, you will not often have this save you, but there is ERA on top of the turret, so it can save you from top attack missiles like TOW2Bs. There aren't a lot of TOW2Bs at top tier, but it can save you there. And generally, the upper front plate and the turret are basically impenetrable, like on a T80 BVM, you know. And it's the same weird autoloader that will get you killed from the side. Yeah, in my opinion, it is a strong A. It is a really good tank. Let's get back into our tier list. So let's say we put it A for now. Let's make the picture a bit bigger here. Okay, A tier. Do you speak German, good boy? I do, yeah, I am German. Okay, next tank. What do you guys want? Type 10? That's not a weird autoloader, that's the Russian and Chinese space program. Absolutely. Yeah. So type 10, A tier, you guys say? What the fuck, did you hit puberty? What do you mean? No. I'm obviously way older. Leopard 2A5? We don't even have the 2A5 in here. I have the 2A6 and the 2 PSO. They are the top tanks for Germany. You sounded young when I played with you like 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was 22. I think you're mixing me up with someone. Type 10B, I would also put it at B tier. So the thing about the Type 10 is you have pretty good mobility. Not as good as the 99A or the BVM, but pretty good mobility. You have, but on the other hand, you have a really good round and the 4-second autoloader. But now I will show you the biggest downside of the Type 10 and why I think it should be B tier. Let's go into the game. Japan. Oh wait, it's already there. Also, you know, look at that cool camo. The camo obviously makes it even better, but... Okay, so we have okay-ish armor. It's just very spotty. The lower front plate is also not armored at all. So that's like a pretty thin plate here that you can go through. The turret is also very spotty with armor. You can go through the pretty big breach here. Let's just do some protection analysis. let's just have it face type 10 round at 500 meters. Yeah, so that's a type 10 round from the front against the type 10. Yeah, there's obviously some weird spots like here where, you know, you might be able to sometimes bounce something, but... Oh my god, I didn't expect it to just turn green like this. Yeah, so that's an issue. But another bigger issue, in my opinion, the biggest issue of this tank is the gun handling. It is, as far as I know, straight up the same gun handling as the Type 90. So, elevating and depressing the gun takes ages. It's really slow. And the turret rotation is also not that fast. But you still have that 4-second reload, which is insane. Also, another thing. Oh, I don't have the buttons bound for it. Let me show you. It's, as far as I know, the only MBT to have suspension controls. Increase clearance, yeah, and decrease clearance, replace. So you do have suspension control. You can make yourself flat, and you can make yourself be really tall, which is very situational, but can be helpful. So this is in very tall mode. It is very tall now. I like the stream, so you must give me leopard ranking. Yeah, we will do leopard. Okay, we'll do leopard next, okay? So, in my opinion, I think it's definitely not an S tier. We're pretty far from an S tier, in my opinion. I'm still undecided between A tier and B tier. So it can help looking over rocks. Yeah, I guess it can, but it's not super common that you use it. So guys, what do you think? B or A? I would put it at B probably, if nobody disagrees. Yeah, B tier. I think it's really the reload that saves it. The rest of the tank is quite mediocre. Four-second reload is automatically A IMO. IMO. I mean, I understand what you mean by that. Like, most people just one-shot each other in top tier anyway. So you might as well get that 4-second reload. Let's just move it here. We will decide later once we have more A and B contenders to compare to, okay? So, somebody wanted me to rank Leopard. We go with the 2A6 first. Let's just go with the 2A6 first here. Unsubbed. It's a glass cannon. Yeah, the Type 10 is really a glass cannon. Automatic S. Yeah, I would put the 2A6 at S tier too. Armored Onion. Why A tier? I think it's a really, really solid tank. The only lackluster part is like the armor on the hull. But the turret is basically impenetrable. Unless you shoot for the gun breach. You have the best round in the game. You have pretty decent mobility. You have good thermals, except for the gunner thermal. That's quite shitty. So, I'm still thinking it's an A tier. Its hull is really bad. Yeah, I know. But that's the case for most NATO tanks. You know, we've seen the Type 10 here. We've seen the Challenger 2 here. The hull has issues. That's just how it is. What can I tell you? 2A7 will one day come, and it will be really, really glorious. You gotta remember, it's on the German side, so automatic minus 100 IQ. It looks so bad. 2 wedge. Okay. I understand. So it's your personal A tier, but let's just put it S tier here. Okay, next one up. The Leclerc. Let's just go with the Azure first. Leclerc Azure. That's the one with the extra side armor. I personally think it's a B tier? C tier? Straight in F tier. Dedo, you can't just hate the French people. Do Sweden next. Okay, we will do Sweden next. I'm not sure with the Leclerc. It has some strengths, like the round is pretty high velocity. And the turret is decently armored, but the hull is just weak everywhere. But on the flip side, you have good mobility, but you don't get commander thermals. I don't even know if that thing gets a commander sight. You know what? Let's check. Because there was some issue that I remember with the commander sight. No, it gets a commander optic. Okay, that's good. But it doesn't get commander thermals. Yeah. Tank commander only gets night vision. The side armor, in my opinion, is actually a downgrade. Because it just weighs you down. It just makes you heavier. And it doesn't really protect you against anything. Like, look at the protection analysis here. The only thing it can really protect you against is like heat rounds, but nobody really uses heat, and it's only 600 millimeters of penetration of protection. So anything that has missiles or just, you know, what are they called? Tandem heat stuff will just go straight through. Wait, let's look at China ZTZ-99A. I know because it has a missile. Here we have a missile, and it goes straight through. No problem. 80 millimeters of protection against tandem rounds. Straight through. The missile doesn't care about the side armor. Even on the turret. You're not allowed to rank tanks you haven't unlocked. Dumdog, I have you know, I played basically every top tier tank. Look at it, it's spaded, I've played it. So like, I wouldn't rank these tanks if I've never played them. But like, all of them are spaded because I either had test drives or I unlocked them. I never unlocked the, you know, the 1 to 2. But it's still spaded except for the new round and the mine protection because that came after my test drive. The tank itself is, yeah, it's like, it's okay in my opinion. Let's go back to our drawing board. So, I'm not sure. It has strengths, it has weaknesses. I think the extra armor weighs it down. I would put it at C tier. Can you guys agree? It has less armor than the Challenger, definitely. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy this tank. Like, I really enjoy playing the Leclerc, but I think these other tanks are better. Okay, you say C seems right, then we keep it at C for now. Somebody wished for... Wait, what did you wish for next? Sweden. Okay, let's do Sweden next. STRV 122B. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a straight up S tier. Like, it gets less penetration than the Leopard, but way superior hull armor. It basically fixes the weak spot of the Leopard 2. So in my opinion, it's a straight up S tier. What do you guys think? Easily S tier, yeah. Ever since it moved from the M33 to the M95 round, it's also very competitive in the penetration department. So in my opinion, straight up S tier. Good that we agree on this. S tier, good, good, good. Okay, let's go to the next tank. We're missing Israel. Merkava Mark 4M. In my opinion, the Merkava Mark 4M is definitely not an S tier tank. And probably not even an A tier tank. Reason being, the turret is pretty weak. And the hull is weak anyway. You have armor, but like, it's too little. It's just below the threshold where the armor would be useful, in my opinion. Starting to think you've never played low tier and Gaijin gave you free top tier on register. I wish. No, I played low tier, especially in Germany, but I've avoided it for quite some time now. So I would probably put the Merkava Mark 4M at B tier. It has its strengths. It has the active protection system. It has some other cool features. Let me show you here. Let's go back to the game. Israel, my Merkava Mark 4M. I've played it, don't worry, it's spaded here, look. It has a laser warning system, which is really helpful. It has these internal side armor panels here. Look at those, they're pretty thick for side armor. So that sometimes helps with survivability. You have the cool active protection system. The main problem is just that the protection is just not enough to really help you against anyone. Boy, is your Good Boy Squadron full? It is, but if you contact Maxi in Squadron General chat on my server, you can arrange for him to clear spot for you. So yeah, that's the protection. So yeah, the only trolley part is like this here, where you sometimes bounce, but like even if you bounce there, you just bounce into the hull, or you just go straight through like this. That's the main issue. The second issue is that it's just very heavy. So it's not very fast. It's 65 tons with a 1500 horsepower engine, so it's like 5 tons more than the Leopard 2 with the same engine power. Maxi in Squadron General. It has a decent round though. 611 is a pretty decent round. You should get commander thermals as far as I know. Yeah, commander thermals, that's good. So I think it's a decent B tier. Let's just put it at B tier. Yeah, let's move this more out of the way. The next tank will be... What about the... Which one do we rank first? The M1A2 Sep or the M1A2? Let's go with the Sep. You know his Ed? I think his Ed is... Ed A, like, you know, the A with the double dots above it. So, the Sep. Sep to S? I'm not sure about that. Honestly, I'm not sure. I might put it at A tier. I don't think it's better than the ZTZ99A. For some reasons. Let me show you here. Okay, so let's look at the strengths of this tank. You get M8 to 9A2, second best round in my opinion. So that's really good. You get a proxy fuse heat shell, which is pretty helpful against helicopters. You get decent mobility, kind of. The problem that I see is that the Tusk armor just weighs you down by how many tons? 3.2 tons. So I would personally probably take it off, because I don't need the side armor. Like, that ERA, okay, it looks cool, I guess, and it kind of helps against heat rounds, but it's the same as with the Azure. Any missile will just go straight through, or any tandem heat charge will just go straight through. And let's look at the frontal protection. M829A2 protection map. You have a lot of weak spots. You know, the lower front plate, as the same as every NATO tank, I guess. It will just go straight through. But it doesn't necessarily kill you unless you get a really unlucky positioning here like this. You can still shoot back with your commander, so there is some survivability. But I personally wouldn't put it as S tier, simply because if we look at what S tier is offering, wait, let me get back into that window. We have a Leopard 2, but with way stronger hulls, so it fixes the hull weak spot. A Leopard 2 with an even better round, and the T80 BVM, which is just overall probably the most armored MBT, while also having a very good mobility and a very good round. Yeah, Dumdog, I see you don't like the Abrams. I understand. It's also very loud, I agree. Okay, but you guys would move to S tier. Like, wait, where's my Abrams? Hey, Hornet Cinematics, welcome. Okay, you know what? Maybe my judgment was wrong. Let's move the Sep to S tier then. I think it's not too much different from the Leopard, and it gets better thermals now. So let's move it to S tier. C tier. I mean, the 2A6 and the 2A5 have the same round. They should spoil the same. Yeah, I think it's pretty similar to the 2A6 and how it plays. They have the same gun depression. They have the same, basically, impenetrable turret. They come with similar mobility if you take off the side armor kit on the Sep. And they both have the lower front plate weak spot, or generally hull weak spot. And the rounds are very similar. Let's just keep it S tier. I think it's fair. So that's every nation. We have one MBT from every nation. So somebody wanted to get the Italians done first. So we're looking at the Ariete AMV. In case nobody has ever heard of the Ariete AMV here, which is very likely because you don't see this tank often. You just don't see Italy players very often. It's basically the base Ariete. It doesn't get the extra turret armor, which doesn't really matter because it doesn't really offer any protection. But what it has is 1500 horsepower. It has an upgraded engine over the base Ariete. That only gets 1300. And it's pretty lightweight. You get the same horsepower as a Leopard 2, but weigh like around 5 tons less. The AMV is one with DM53. All of them have DM53 nowadays. All Arietes except for the prototype get DM53. Yeah. So DM53 is a really nice round, true, but it's only a short barrel cannon. It's not the Leopard 2A6 long barrel. Because, yeah, short barrel. So it has about the same penetration as M829A3. But it's okay, so if we look at it like this, it's basically just the upgraded base Ariete. It's functionally the same, just a bit faster. B or C. Okay, now we have A, B, and C to choose from. I wouldn't put it at A. The 99A gets a better round, or a no, I think it's a similar round. Especially in terms of spawning, because it's a higher caliber. Much better armor, better mobility, or at least equal mobility. The same good thermals. And if I look at the B tier, I would probably still pick the Challenger 2E and the Merkava over the Ariete AMV, because it lacks any armor. And definitely the type, I would also pick the Type 10 over the Ariete AMV. And if we look at C tier, it's kind of a harder decision, but in my opinion, the Leclercs have a better round simply because it's higher velocity. It has a bit less penetration, but it's higher velocity, so it's easier to hit targets at range, and you have much better turret. And similar mobility. The Leclerc is really fast for what it is. D. I think it fits good at D. I think I agree with you because it's not F tier. It's a sizable upgrade over the original Ariete with that better engine here. But I also don't think it can compete with the Leclerc, even though that's just the Azure version, so the worst version. I think it's a D tier. PSO next, I promise I'll stop talking about leopards. Okay, we do PSO next. Also, Big Brain, welcome to the stream. Leopard 2 PSO. In my opinion, pretty cool addition, pretty unique. But definitely not S tier in my opinion. Because okay, I'll show why. On first glance, it looks like it fixes the hull weak spot that the Leopard 2A6 has. And it kind of does partially. You get these composite screens on top of here, which are, I believe, the same thickness as the composite screens on the 122s. Yeah, they are the same composite screens, basically. But you don't get this part up here. This 100mm composite screen on your weakest spot can really help your survivability. And you don't get that on the Leopard 2 PSO. So this front part of the hull is still very, 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 very vulnerable. Oh, the Italians on the last spot again. Nukefish, it's just how it is. You know, Italy shines with the Centauro. Maybe I'll do a light tank ranking next time, and then Italy can shine and win the against the competition. Why couldn't we have just got the 2A6M? Well, I don't know, Gaijin. I think it's just an A tier tank. You still get DM53. You get a new time-fused high explosive shell that I will never use. It's very, very situational. And you have this side armor package that makes you much, much heavier. You're like 8 tons heavier than the base Leopard 2A6. So you will be slower by quite a bit. Although I just see that, upside is you get a remote controlled 50 cal, which is pretty cool. I would put it at A tier, guys. What do you think? I need opinions. 50 cal is very useful versus Russia. I mean, there's a lot of, like, I don't know, BMPs to kill. True, but I would still put it A tier. Do a stream ranking literally every tank in the game next. Priest. You know how much work that would be? Like, imagine having to... those are all my screenshots. Imagine having to take screenshots of, like, the 1,000 tanks that we have in the game. Yeah, I would put it A tier simply because it's slower. Isn't engine better in this? Let me show you. It should be. I don't have it spaded, but its unspaded value is like 1442. You get a better engine, but it's only slightly better, and you gain 8 tons. It will definitely still hinder you. We can actually do the math to get how much horsepower we get. We had 1442, right? And you gain 92 on engine upgrade. That puts you up to... Oh my god, I don't want to do math on stream. 1534? 1534? You get 44.6 from here. So you get like... Could it be that it just adds up to 1600? I think in total it just adds up to 1600 in the end, right? Or slightly above 1600. I just don't want to do the math. Figure it out. Rank any vehicle in the game. Yeah, sure, no problem. I don't want to do math on stream. Okay, let's put it A tier. I think it's still a downgrade over the Leopard 2A6. I would probably take the Leopard 2A6 over this thing, and I would definitely take the 122 over this thing. Like, look, the 122 is just has the same cannon, similar round, not exactly similar, but almost similar, and it just gets the massively increased hull protection. So let's go to the next one. What I really wanted to talk about. Oop, what the hell was that? Okay. The PSO is 24 horsepower per ton, 25 is 25. Thank you for doing the math, but yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You get less horsepower per ton. Okay. Let's go. ZTZ 99A. No, actually not. It has a different name now. WZ 1001 LCT. In short, it's basically a ZTZ 99A with a long cannon. Actually, the longest MBT cannon in the game. And some slightly different armor layout. I honestly would put it up at S tier. Because now it kind of matches the T80 BVM in everything, and it still has the long cannon. Let me show you here in game. China, WZ 1001, preview. It is the longest MBT cannon in the game. It's actually huge. It's like a couple centimeters longer than the A55 on the Leopard. You see, it doesn't have the ERA layout on the turret anymore, like on top of the turret. But look at this projectile speed. 1810 meters per second. It is the fastest APFSDS round in the game. So it's basically a railgun. It's not about the size. Okay, damn dog. And it still has, the cool features like laser warning system, the proxy fuse high explosive round, the really good mobility, and basically an impenetrable turret here and impenetrable upper front plate. That thing is really thick. And the ERA is really good. Like, look at this kinetic protection on the ERA. 140 millimeters. And 250 on the turret. I just saw that. I really enjoyed the tank when I played it, so I would definitely put it at S tier. Let's go back into our drawing board. Whoop. Our S tier line is really getting filled. Do whatever the other Russian one is. Okay, we are going to do the T-72B3. In my opinion, it's either a B tier or an A tier. You still have really good armor like the T80 BVM. You still have, the really good turret, the really good upper front plate. But what you lack is the reverse speed and, in general, the mobility of the T80 BVM. So I'm undecided whether I want it at B tier, because it gets one shot pretty easily and if you hit the ammo, or A tier. Probably B tier. It is a sizable downgrade to the T80 BVM. What about premium vehicles, though? We could rank premium vehicles in another stream, yeah. I mean, if you have ideas for more streams like this, and if you're enjoying the stream, just send me those ideas. My DMs are always open. I think lower front plate would bring it down a whole tier. The lower front plate? Oh, are you still talking about the ZTZ 99? In my opinion, the T-72B3 is a pretty good B tier. I think it's on par with the Merkava here with active protection system and the more mobile, the now more mobile Challenger 2E. I don't know why this thing is... That's a... Oh. Oh, okay. Let's just keep it like this. Man, that's some messed up stuff here. If you have ideas, just DM me, as always. Let's go to the next thing. Oh, you meant the ZTZ, yeah. It is a pretty weak lower front plate, but we also have other weak lower front plates. Like, the Abrams has a weak lower front plate, and it's still S tier, because it's simply such a good tank. It's mobile and gets good APFSDS. Yeah, it is mobile and it gets good APFSDS. I just still dislike the, you know, the armor on the turret. You know, if the hull is weak, I'm fine with that, but armor on the turret is pretty important to me. And the gun handling is one of the main drawbacks. Like, lowering and elevating the cannon is like terribly slow on the Type 10. Dumdog wants an only Abrams stream. That's his favorite tank. Oh my god. Dumdog, I didn't know you're such an Abrams fan. I'm pretty sure I want to put the Type 10 at... Ah, it's so hard. Okay, let's put it at 8 here, despite all the drawbacks. If you are someone who can consistently shoot first, it is a good 8 here. Light tanks first, please. We can do a light tank ranking too. You know what? We can do rankings the entire week. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Let's just do a ranking week. Day 2 of the ranking week. Day 3 of the ranking week. Abrams overrated, not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of it, but it has a lot of upsides. Let's go with the Challenger here. This is the Challenger Black Knight. Sadly, without the black skin here. In my opinion, it is an A tier. Let me explain. It is a Challenger 2, so the mobility is not amazing, but the way that it increases mobility against other Challenger tanks is by shedding armor. You see, it looks very naked, and that's because the armor on the lower front plate, which was a weak spot anyway, is missing, and you just save weight. Look, it's what, 62.5 tons. If we look at the base Challenger, it's the same weight. If we look at the Challenger 2F, you save like 6.5 tons. Against the Challenger 2 TES, you save like 12.5 tons. So it gains mobility by just shedding some weight. But it also has an APS system. And in my opinion, it is the best APS system in the game currently. Iron Fist, right? Was it Iron Fist? I think it was Iron Fist. Active protection system, Iron Fist, yeah. Simply because the threat velocity. It can intercept rounds that are going 1700 meters per second. So you will sometimes, at a range, just have your active protection system intercept APFSDS rounds or heat rounds or similar things. I wouldn't put it as tier. Lugi, I don't think it's an S tier. Simply because it's still not that mobile compared to things like the Leopard, and it still doesn't have that good of a round. So I would put it at A tier. It's a decent A tier. It's, in my opinion, it's better than the Challenger 2E, simply because of the active protection system, which is really, really strong. Okay, next up, we go for, what do we go for? Probably the Leclerc SXXI. Leclerc SXXI. Functionally almost the same as the Azure, just lighter because you don't have the side armor. And finally, Commander thermals. That's the biggest upgrade, but there's more to it. Let me show you in game. So the main upgrades that are relevant to its performance in-game... I don't want to research that, I want to research that one. The main upgrades that are relevant to its performance in-game are... It weighs less than the Azure. It gets... Commander, Thermal Vision. And... This weak spot here got, you know, got stronger. You got a new, like, armor plate on top of it. You see there's two 20mm plates stacked on top of this thing. If we look at the Azure, there's no plates stacked here. And I think that's a decent upgrade. Leclercs are underrated. I really like Leclercs, don't get me wrong. I would say it is definitely a good upgrade over the Azure. So I wouldn't put it at C tier. I would probably put it B tier. Can he rotate the Abrams 180 degrees? Why? Look, we rotated 180 for you. Is that fine? It's French, straight F tier. Yeah, that's what F stands for, right? Honestly, I would put it B tier. It still has that weak hull. It still has an okay-ish round. And, like, no special features. Like, it doesn't get active protection systems. I think it doesn't get a... What's it called? A laser warning system? No, you don't get a laser warning system. There aren't a lot of special features about it, so... I think it's B tier. Make a separate tier for F friends. Surely, I will. One day, we will get rid of France. Okay, Merkava Mark IV LIC. Functionally, the same as the Mark IVM. At least how it works in game. But you don't get the active protection system. Which in my opinion is a pretty big downgrade. I would put it at C tier. If everybody agrees, we can keep it at C tier. The rotated Abrams hurts my eyes. Yeah, wait, what if I... Sorry that everything is in German. What if I rotate it and then I'll just mirror it too? How's that? Or we just don't rotate it and mirror it. How about that one? Is that good? Fine. There's the new Abrams. I would put the Merkava Mark IV LAC at C tier. In case anybody disagrees, please tell me. Otherwise, we'll just move on to the next tank. TKX, honestly, it shares the same strengths and weaknesses as the Type 10. The armor is still, like, irrelevant. So I would just put it A tier. 4-second reload is still strong. Turret handling is still bad. Another STIV 1-2. Straight S tier. It's functionally the same as the STIV 1-2B PLSS, except for the PLSS commander site, which is, you know, a cool addition, but like it doesn't really affect your gameplay that much. Like it gets the same round, right? Not that I'm doing some mistakes here. Why are the stream text Tiger Helicopter and Fire and Forget missiles? Oh, I forgot to change the stream text. You telling me this now? Let me just update this. Okay, it shouldn't be anymore. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Sweden. No, 122A. Still gets the same round. In my opinion, straight up S tier. It's functionally the same as the BPLSS. Wonder how long the Leopard 2 is going to be competitive IRL. Seems we have a new generation of tanks coming. Yeah, I wanted to, but like we're also working on new German tanks, you know. We're getting the Panther. I mean, the German army is not buying it so far, but like the Panther exists now, the Ka-51. And things like the Euro MBT, or, you know, all that new stuff will be quite interesting to see. There better be a hashtag F for France tag down there once I refresh. No, that I can't do that. We can't just insult France all the time. Last tank here. M1A2. I would put it at A tier. It's worse than the SEP in the one thing that matters, thermals. And it doesn't have that good round and gun velocity that the Leopard 2A6 has. So I would just put it at A tier. I think that's a really solid choice here. I know you hate Abrams. Wait, let me just for you, okay, I'll just make it look the other way again. Is that fair? It's very standard and boring. I feel the same, but it has good features. The proxy fuse heat round is really good. The APFSDS is definitely potent. The mobility is good. So that's currently our list. I feel like we have too many S and A tiers. Although I think some of the A tiers might be debatable if we move everything else down a notch. Like, if we if we move stuff like this thing down here, we could just move. I would probably do it like this. So okay. Look at this. This is kind of the final thing here. Now play the S tiers. That's actually a good idea. Let's play the S tier tanks. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, that's the final tree after sorting it. I personally would probably move down some stuff like this. I mean, no, that's... actually, if we do it like this, kind of decompressing the tiers a bit. And moving the Type 10 here. Maybe even the Black Knight. I think that's my personal ranking from when I played it, but you know, you don't have to agree with everything here. But there's definitely a theme here. Germany's pretty good. Sweden does pretty good things with German tanks. The US is pretty good. Russia is pretty good. Britain is decent. They're like in the mid-ranges here. China is pretty high up ever since they built the 99A. I gotta say, the base 99 is pretty terrible. Like, not terrible, but like, it wouldn't be competitive at top tier, but like, the 99A basically fixed all the issues, in my opinion. Israel is kind of mad because the turret armor is quite bad from, you know, when I've played it, despite being such a huge turret and being so heavy. And whoops. And France, they're nice tanks. They're fun to play, but like they're not like super competitive. But obviously, that doesn't mean that you can't do good in any of these tanks. Even with the Arietis, you can drop nukes. Okay, you just have to not get hit or survive a hit, which sometimes can happen. All of these tanks are incredibly close together, like closer than most people would probably see at a first glance. Like, I'm not terribly scared of Leopard 2A6s when I'm in the Ariete. I still know where to shoot them. I still know how to one-shot them most of the time. So let's just play some of them. I think that was a good idea from whoever brought that up. Abrams backwards. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's just... What do we start with? Add one wildcard tank? What do you mean the wildcard tank? I don't want to play the 286. I played it like 2 days ago. Let's start with the T80 BVM. Don't laugh at my tech tree. T80 BVM, T72B3. Send to holiday. Send to holiday. Let's keep the MiG-29 in here. Might bring the MiG-27 even. You know what? I don't need the MiG-29. Let's bring the MiG-27. Wait, there's somebody in my squad here. Dumdog, do you want to join? You can just ready up. It was me, sniff sniff. Sorry, Mighty Crin. But it was a good idea. Alright, let's go. Bro has top tier stuff but nothing in the tech tree. Yeah, I never grinded Russian top tier. Like generally Russian the Russian tech tree is, except for air. I grinded air, but like I'm not too terribly interested in all the mid tiers. And currently, since I have the T80 BVM, I don't see a reason to grind anything there. So I'm spending my time grinding other tech trees. I can't grind everything at once. Like that will take insane amounts of hours. Let's go T80 BVM. Also, Gooba, do you need an extra Dedo in the squad? Sure, just join me. Yeah, people always get confused about how my Russian tech tree looks like. There are some other ones like that. Like, I have nothing in Japan except for the Type 10. Literally nothing. Oh. That's actually a pretty good spot, despite my bad depression. Now, if somebody would just peek there... Oh, I forgot, this tank doesn't get neutral steering. Ah. Let's just go around towards the B point. It's called content creator magic. Right, VC or no comms? I'm currently on no comms. I don't have anything set up. That guy got deleted. There's a heli coming, I think, or was it a drone? I'm not entirely sure.
Thank you very much.
What? What? That could have at least hit his driver's sport. That was a pretty bad move from me. Gaijin is currently very behind their schedule on a lot of things. So yeah, they will take some time to answer your application and emails.
Attention to the map.
If you might go from a local dealer, you can see what sort of stuff Good Boy's on 24/7 as a French and Italian main. I'm not a main. I just like to play my French and Italian tanks.
Attention to the map.
That's not maining. That's just
Attention to the designated
being an enjoyer.
mercy.
That thing is dead. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing is noticeably slower than the T80 BVM.
Thanks.
That's an Abrams right next to me.
I agree.
Oh, and the reverse gear is awful. I can't really push up to him. If I do, then I just get shot by the Abrams that was camping on the side here. Or is he gone? He's gone. Okay, this is my chance. Gunner loader. No, I'm bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Ah! Of course he kills my gun. Of course he kills my gun. He has nothing else to do. Oh, there's more coming. God damn. How was that only gunner loader? Like, the commander sits right next to the gunner. Can he just die? Well, that was a good first round. I definitely showed off how good of a tank this is. Definitely. Wait, why am I back here? What can I no, please don't make me spawn a heli. Oh my god, it does. Oh my god, no. I can take bombs. Hey, at least those are better than Hydras, I guess. That's okay, good boy. Remember, you're in an S tank. No, no, the T-72 was only speed here, I believe. Also, my sometimes I'm just bad. Okay, we all have our moments. Okay, my rocket button definitely works. Sometimes. You should try War Thunder VR with a hotel, sick as fuck. I have played it. I have sold my VR setup like a year ago because I used it too rarely and it's quite expensive to have, so I decided I'd rather have the money. Okay, I was able to slow down. Where is the enemy SPA? There must be some. I just saw somebody fire a missile. Maybe if I move a bit to the left here. Abrams said, so you flipped my tank icon? Okay then. Yeah, Abrams was still mad about me flipping him. Okay, let's see. Is there really no SPA? There's very few enemy tanks in general. Where is the enemy? I'm taking it back.
500 meters.
I know I'm. Oh, he's invulnerable and set me on fire. I love my life. I love invulnerability. Okay. This is fine. Oh no, no, don't stop. No, don't stop. Please keep spinning. I need my lift. I love when they are invulnerable. Makes it very fun. I hope Dumdog is dead. No, Dumdog is not dead. He's played well in this T80. Okay, so this was the worst round I've played in a long time. I think I didn't get a single kill. Like, I haven't played like this in probably years. Not a single kill. And on a winning game, too. Would you call it a skill issue? Yeah, that was one massive, massive skill issue. Oh my god, was that a skill issue. Like, it's... Oh my god. No, I'm not putting these symbols on my vehicles. I really dislike them. Wait, this one guy. Wait. Where is he? Yeah, it's called Belle Delphine. Nice. Oh my god. Let's just go to the hangar real quick. Oh yeah, I had Ukraine flags on my Mi-28 for ages now. I mean, there's a difference between, you know, a flag and that symbol. Even CC bias didn't work. No, it absolutely did not. We need another round of this because, oh my god, I haven't played this terrible in ages. Oh, Dedo, yeah, I'm sending you an invite. Welcome. What are you playing? The terms? Okay. And KA50, obviously. I just noticed I need a... Oh, that's so sad. I can't go air-to-air missiles and rocket pods. I think that's only for the KA52, right? Yeah. It can carry Iglas on an extra pylon. Another W for the KA52. Can I join VR with my heli? I mean, if you want, sure. Dumdog, can I just re-invite you after the game's over? I hope so. On my tanks, there's actually no flag. They're just faces. Funny faces. It's over. What? It's over. Ah! I just read it. I just read it. No. Dumdog, I thought you were still in the game. Why MiG-27K? I mean, why not? It's a really good cast platform. I mean, you know, those missiles are for easy kills. For very easy kills, even. Although I like this loadout here. KH-29s instead of Ls, so I can launch them from further away.
Attention to the map!
Take the 4 gun pods. Why? You quit War Thunder, you're done. Alex, what happened? It's fine, I'll just wait. Sorry, Dumbo. Got hit with a cheating girlfriend. Oh, that sucks, man. But how is that related to War Thunder? Engine fuel tank? His fuel tank just ate my shell? What? Non-penetration? Ah, that's an issue. Let's get my crew back real quick while I repair. Oh, that was a quick repair. Kinda stuck down here. You don't need to know trust. Okay. Okay, Alex. And that sucks. Apparently smoking in Europe is pretty bad. Yeah, sadly, there are a lot of people that smoke here. I don't, but like, there are enough that do. Yeah, hit him. Good. Get rid of them. Alright, Alex, take your time then. Can I be a new femboy? I am not currently searching for one. Not that I've ever done that even. Oh, that's an enemy tank to our front. Is that an Ocelot or a Strela? Some tiny AA. I saw it. Oh, he died. Hello. Oh god. This is very interesting here. How am I still alive? Did he just shoot me from the side and I survived? How did I survive that? I didn't even lose crew members. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean with this tank is really good. I just need to not have a skill issue. Oh, we got killed by an Ariete. That's rare. Also, a nice skin. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Do we take the funny TV guided missiles or do we... I like the TV guided ones more. They're more fun. No, sometimes it's about the fun. I don't need ground target belts. This tank is really good dice. Yeah, but I mean we did good. It's not like we just oh, I don't have thermals. Okay. Oh, I'm already dead. I think there is a missile coming towards me. I'm not? I just thought there was a missile coming towards me. Is that thing up there dead? I don't think so. Oh, wait. That will probably, hopefully hit. Oh, that's an HSTVL. That was a bit overkill for a single HSTVL. Dedo did not have a good time. Oh, Dedo. Yeah, I see. God damn. He killed Spookson. What? No, you're lying. Oh, you mean because of the HSTVL thing? Oh my god, that would have been so funny if I actually killed him. Please don't have spawn protection. Oh, he died. God damn. Now we need new missiles. Oh, I just see we summoned our entire air force. 2 helis, SE-25, MiG-27, another MiG-27 that is me. God damn. By the way, Goober, I assume our Baldur's Gate session today isn't happening. I mean, I can play after the stream. So why not? Mighty Quinn, what do you mean I'm missing out? Don't belly flop again. It's just the best way. Look, the repairing takes 2 seconds more than the rearming, and I just land considerably faster. Send invite. I want to suffer. Okay, I think, yeah, we have open slots. It's just faster if you belly flop.
Attention to the map. Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
Goodbye, invite me to your game. I totally won't make your team lose. We're kind of full. Like, we will get Dumdog in here and Loudword, and then we are 4 players. I can't invite more. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm missing out on fanboys. Do you have experience in that regard? So we have all the points. There's like 4 people left on the enemy team. They're probably hiding among a bunch of dead tanks. Why is it locking the ground? Why would you do such a thing? It just keeps locking the ground. I don't want that. What is the range at which it will start locking, you know, moving targets? One Roland dead. Ah, we killed him after the time was over. Goober never misses out on fanboys. Yes, Huron. I need to screenshot that. Loudward, don't believe what people are telling you. Please. Alright, Dumdog won an invite and boss NPC. I'm sorry, Lugi, we're actually full. They were first. As far as I know, right? Were they? At least those were the first invites I got. Okay, so we got good TAD BVM round now. What else do we have? Italy? Come on, let's go Italy. Where's my base lineup? That's my base lineup. Just everything Italian. And there's the AMV. Don't worry about it. This is the same as saying there is no admin abuse. I am not gay. And I'm not a furry. Just don't believe what people are telling you. Don't listen to people. He really called Italy base after giving them the F tier twice. Yeah, I just enjoy them, okay? Doesn't mean they're good. I actually enjoy bad stuff more than I enjoy overpowered stuff or like really, really good stuff. I don't enjoy the TAD BVM, like not at all. Good voice, K 100%. Freezed. I mean... For you, Freezed, you know, I might do some stumps, you know, some things. Are you sure about the furry thing? Yes, I am sure. Oh my god, that's an issue. Oh, gunner, radiator, horizontal. Oh my god, why is there like 10 tanks there? How did he bounce on me? Oh my god. There was way too many tanks. Oh my god, I couldn't even reload my second round. Well, that was a good one. We take the other Ariete. I got absolutely demolished. I didn't assume, like usually there's like 2 people on this side of the map. I didn't assume that there would be like 10 people here. Okay, engine radiator, he dead. Alex, maybe you should seek help from a doctor. Oh wait, somebody's lasing me. Stop it. Who was that? Huh? Oh, he died. Okay. Well, you win some, you lose some. What about the people on C? Is there just nobody on C now? I swear, I will regret going here again. The whole team rushed it. Yeah, that was a bit too much. Hello. Never mind, he died. Yeah, that was a bit too much. I couldn't deal with so many tanks. Chill, dude. I don't actually see him. I actually don't see. Hit. Wow. Thank you. At least we took the point, right? Ground is better than airco. I don't know, man. I really enjoy ARB. He's not a gay offering, but 20 euros are 20 euros. Let's just go tornado ideas. Where is my cool loadout? Here. I do have thermals. Okay. Big. They are very, very bad thermals. This is not the stream looking bad. This is just the thermals. I'm sorry. He actually died before my missile impact, before my round impacts.
Our victory is near.
He is dead, right? He must be. But there's an SPA. Is the bomb reaching that? It might be. Yes, good. Ha, BMP deleted. The missile proxy fuse bug has killed any motivation to play air right now. I haven't encountered it too much, so I haven't had, you know, I'm not too frustrated. It happened like once or twice for me. Come on. Tornadoes really don't like to turn. Come on. You can do it. Combat flaps even. That doesn't really help. Bombs out. And I just need to pull up. Oh my god, this thing doesn't even want to pull up. Are the Abrams worth it? Yes, re-ranked at S tier. At least the Seb Abrams. The other one we ranked A tier, which is still really high. If you scroll back into the stream a bit, you will see how we ranked them. Come on. Yes, TADU, goodbye. I really want that MiG-29G, but I'm not an air player. Oh, the MiG-29G will be nice. I mean, it'll be better than the SMT because it's, you know, it weighs much less and gets the same loadout. Abrams overrated, for the love of God. I see we have some Abrams haters here. Come on. I just need to get my bomb off.
Attention to the map.
Ah, come on. Pull. Goodbye. A Begleitpanzer. Nice. And we have one more bomb left. Eurofighter win, Gaijin. So true, brother. So true. I need my Eurofighter. It's prescribed to me by a doctor. Very important. God, that terms? Why is the MiG-29 radar knocking me? Never mind, he killed the H-64. Got the F4S, so I thought I might as well get the F-16C for CAS, and I'll get the KVT plus Wolfpack on sales. I think that's a pretty decent lineup. KVT is a nice tank. Wolfpack too. I need an F-18 for my mental health. I don't think the F-18 is far away. I'm pretty sure we will get it soon. Not this patch, but like, you know, soonish. Come on, slow! Why is this thing not losing speed? I have no shoot. See, by the way, dumb dog, if you're seeing this, repair time takes the same as rearm time.
Attention to the designated grid zone. The enemy's getting closer to victory.
F-18 is probably coming around mid next year, depends on what we get for Christmas. Yeah, I guess. And Eurofighter, but not the Rafale, because no one likes Frenchies for real, for real. So true! No, actually, I have the French air 3 grinded, so I would like to get the Rafale. But first, I just want Mika missiles for my Mirage 2000. That would make me quite happy. If the aircraft is very damaged, it can be significantly different. Yeah, but hear me out. I don't get significantly damaged when I'm landing. I'm just doing a very careful landing. Ah, we're losing that. I'm not sure if that's an SPA or I'm just seeing things. That spawn seems to be empty. I actually don't see where the enemies are. There must be enemies somewhere, right? Like tanks? I guess that was one. Huh. The thermals on this thing are also absolute F tier. Oh my god, look at the tiny thing. So that's what's hiding from us. Come on, combat flaps and we pull around. It just takes some time. It just takes some time. I hope he hasn't moved by the time we're ready here. I dropped the bomb without even seeing him. Just had to find him now. Oh, he just died. God damn. Oh well, better move the bomb somewhere where it doesn't harm anyone. Goodbye, use thermals too much. I mean, okay, but like, you know, it helps me find enemies, so why would I not use it? I would have never spotted that Ocelot, you know, without thermals.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
I still can't see... Oh, there's only one enemy left. Did he join in a drone or something, or a heli? Where's the air spawn? Right in front of me. Okay. He's not there. I also don't see him on the airfield. You love playing anti-cas? Nice. Yeah, that keeps bad planes away from me. There's much more contrast, I guess, but it's not enough in my opinion. Thermals are still worth it. He just left? I don't know where he went. Okay, I know I actually wanted to play more ground, especially with now that we've done the entire ranking. Let me show the ranking again. That was my own ranking. I'll just order it back to what we agreed on. So that was these two up here, this one up here, this one up here, this one up here. I think that was the ranking that we originally agreed on. In case just anybody wanted to see it again. Until then, have a great night, everybody. I might just do another ranking stream tomorrow, in case you're interested in that. Let me know in the Discord, for example. Just tell me if you want to see more ranking streams. We could rank light tanks, we could rank IFVs, we could, you know, there's a bunch of stuff to rank, actually. And until then, have a great night, everybody, and see you again next time.